Hey guys, what's happening? 8:30, September 21st, 2016. And we're still patiently waiting. I don't know, I'm losing my patience. I don't know. Honestly, I thought it was coming on the weekend. There was a rumor before that. I wasn't so sure of that one. That was at the 4-year anniversary. For some reason, I thought, yeah, it's going to happen on the weekend. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I got a little carried away. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's. Yeah, I didn't know. I knew it was coming eventually, but I didn't know for sure. So I thought, okay, we'll see what happens. And I just, there might be more photos. Every day we were getting bombed with. Well, I'm sorry, the weekend went slow. There was not much activity. All of a sudden, after when Monday hit, all of a sudden all the pictures started coming again. That would be the 19th, and they all happened on the 19th. There was a couple. There was one on the 20th, no, there was a couple on the 20th. The dark shots, they're not on. I don't think Sean made an update over on his site for those shots. I've seen a few extra pictures that aren't on the Run8 Depot site on various Facebook posts, but of course he has to update the website every time he does that. So I know what a PITA that can be, updating a website. So, and I'm sure it's going to be an interesting update once the Run8 Studios website. So let's see, we're at 8:31 prime time. Russia is in the middle of the night now, where I believe John is out of currently. I don't know if he's in the States or still in Russia at this point. I don't know his personal situation as far as I know. I know he is living there. Last I heard. Um, I don't know if that's supposed to be a secret. I don't think it's a secret. I don't see why it would be. But yeah, he's doing well, and in this day of age, it don't really matter too much anyways. But there's a time differential, so I always take the time differentials of what happens when. So when you look at that, Greenwich Mean Time, and then further east, I don't even know if that really matters, to be quite honest. Like I said, I don't know when he's active or when he's not. And he's not the only programmer, obviously. So that puts it in the middle of the night right now through Russia at this time. But if you go to the West Coast, where they originally were based out of, where the Run8 team for the most part is based out of, and you consider beta testing and everything else, because everybody's got to get together and test this or whatever they're doing. It's been a long time since I've been on any beta test or anything like that. So you're looking at about 5:30 p.m. in the Pacific. So, or the West Coast of North America, for those not knowing what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I posted on my Wikia what was going on. So there's some good stuff, bad stuff. Unfortunately, when you hear the news, you got to hear people who are disappointed, and it's kind of nice not hearing the griping and the negativity for a while, but unfortunately, when something like this happens, you're going to hear it. It's been kind of nice, but it's kind of nice when you don't hear it, because really, I'm like, I don't want to hear it, and I'm sure the team really doesn't want to hear it right now, because they're too busy trying to do whatever they have to do to get this out, because I'm sure they want to make some money. But at the same time, they don't want to rush it out, and they're not worried about me or anybody else who is patiently or impatiently waiting. But there's a lot of indications going on as to what's happening. So, for my programmer actually did an auto. He actually programmed an auto refresher in Google Chrome. So I imagine this site is getting hit like crazy. I don't know if he's got it on all the time or what he's doing, but right now I haven't refreshed it yet. So I did this before 8:30. So Control 5, let's see. Control F5, what do we got? Okay, we got the same thing. And the press release, I'll do that too, just in case there's nothing going on. So, not yet. So, that is what I do. I've been doing it at work, during my lunch break. I've even been doing it in the mornings if I get up early enough. But really, mornings, I don't think anything's going to happen overnight, at least in the East. I doubt it. So, would they do it on? It seemed like it got quiet on the weekends. I don't know. I don't know what their timelines are, and there's you got a lot of people when you consider the people that I know at least a little bit of have some type of general communication. Would be, I guess, with the main guy now would be Jason. He's the one guy. I mean, I do have John on Facebook too, but I think the last time we exchanged a message was probably, I don't know, it was a few months back at least. So I'm not bugging him. I mean, if he posted a message to Run8 Insider. I don't even know if he ran it under his name. I think somebody else posted it, but anyways, it was there. It was posted, so that was cool. And I know that disappointed a lot of people as well, because some people had some expectations. Even I had a few I suppose I had some expectations, but as far as what I was expecting or what I cared about, it was actually kind of in a way, it was kind of a good relief, because had it been more default stuff, like for example, if LA was included, or if some of those engines were included, that puts instant pressure on RTS. Now, mind you, I got a programmer now, so that don't matter. When you don't have that to worry about, but still, as far as the actual code for RTS, I know that's going to be at least October. The last I was talking with Ski, that's what he told me. He said it's going to be. He's got too many things. He's a busy guy, and he's very, very high position where he's at, and he's a very talented guy too. So I will certainly patiently wait as far as the RTS side, because really we're ready for version 2. I'm ready for it. Basically, all I'm waiting for to see is, once it's out, what its capabilities are, if the format has changed, if anything needs to be updated on the beta code end from RTS side, then I'll implement it right away. But the main thing I'm going to be doing right away, I shouldn't say right away. What would I do right away? Screw RTS. I'd be doing my own thing right away. And as the truth, I mean, honestly, I would just go in it and I would run it, and I would, I haven't had one sick day since I started my new job, but boy, if this happened in the middle of the week, I'm not going to get much sleep, I can tell you that. So, and my son's interested in it too. I showed him the video the other day. I'll show you the video of what I was talking about. I was really pleased that he's interested. And I mean, he's been interested before. He was always a Conrail buff, so he was really cool when he first saw Selkirk coming out, because he likes Conrail, and he's got a thing for Conrail for some reason. But looking on what's going on here, I mean, Train Simulator 2017 was released. I guess it was released on the 15th. I don't know. And then you got that little video of the future of train simulation. We'll see. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Looks kind of cool, but I ain't gonna worry about that right now. I'm sure others are worried about it, or not worried about it, or it's on the radar, so to speak. But oh, I did the last post on here? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was me. Okay. So yeah, nothing of substantial information is coming on Train Sim at this point. I've been posting a few, we've been, chit-chatting or whatever, so nothing there. over on the depot, last I checked, their last update was the 19th. Now I do want to go through a few things on here, and of course the latest come over here and see this. Now of course you're not going to see any negativity on the depot, and you know I appreciate that. I actually can appreciate that. They've tried to stay away from some of the criticism, or not the criticism. Yeah, I suppose they try to stay away from the criticism. I'll say that I had a few issues, you know, and I parted my ways. I decided I wasn't going to be part of it, and you know, no hard feelings. I just went my own way. I wasn't too pleased with what was going on, and that happens a lot. There'll be one community where it just doesn't go, but make no mistake about it. These guys are a huge resource to the community. And as far as, you know, I guess they please a lot more people than they please RTS, because I imagine their servers are doing pretty good. And their website looks really cool and crisp. I wish I had a website that looks this good. But I wanted to go in to... I'll go into just a few things. And this was the original teaser. I don't think... You know, I can go into these videos. It's going to look like crap over YouTube for YouTube, I think. This was the first one that came out. And this is on Run8 Depot's YouTube site. It was... I assume it was released. So I got it at a high definition right now. Hopefully it records pretty good. So that was our first look. And a different sound. I've heard some criticisms of the sound. I've heard some people who like the sound, so... Empty boxcar. That was the first thing that caught my eye. I was like... And of course that's a Seligman sub, which I had no idea was under development, but I was like, cool. So that's that one, and then, you know, we're getting some pictures here. I think I've already done a live stream on this. You got mile markers here that's been identified. You can see the different showings with the lights, and so I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. So definitely, I mean, I'm not gonna post every day there's a change here. I mean, you guys should check out the Depot server website yourself for the latest information. Many of you have already on it, so that's good. And of course the maps, there's calculators, there's all kinds of things here. Like I said, one of the best I think it was one all-stop places, or whatever the heck it's reported in the community. And I mean, they are probably the first place I'd recommend anybody who's new to Run8 go to, honestly, because you got everything here that you need for references, downloads. If you want to get the external dispatcher, it's here. Train Tagger, that's another utility. Of course, the RTS software. Yeah, come on over to RTS, and we have that. I don't provide that anywhere else other than my own locations, but that's just me. At least it's there somewhere. So I'll certainly provide a link here if they want to put it, but if they don't, that's okay too. It doesn't matter to me. So version 2 teasers. This was the latest video that came out on Monday. I showed my son this one, and I'll show you this, and I'll comment on a few things on this too. I posted a message about it and said what I had seen. This is... everything here is AI. You heard the honks and the bells? That's all AI. There is a player service that's operating in the background. Now, if you go to that, if you go over to the Run8 Depot site, and you can hear the brakes starting to release and everything like that. I'll keep my voice down here. You'll hear it notch up in a minute. This is all AI. There, you can see the notches coming. You'll see that there. Watch the other one. It'll do it again. There it goes. So I mean, that's pretty cool. just the fact that it does it, the honking and everything else. These clouds do move. So, you know, this is a 2-minute and 22-second video. I'd like to see more, sure. The more I see, the more, you know, excited I get, or the more. But honestly, you know, I don't know how far away we are. Every time I calm down, then somebody else gets me excited. Guy at Run8 Insider, I'll go over that. I'm having some fun with him. Now that's a player train, apparently, working, I don't know, bear tables or whatever they're doing in the yard. But here comes the other. You can see the light starting to change here, and you can hear a bell. So another AI train. And like I said, those clouds have moved. It's hard to see it when just looking at it, but I think they're coming more forward, I think, from this view. And notice too, they didn't stop right at the platform like the other trains. They're actually stopping. I don't know if a coach door is perfectly lined up with it. I really don't care about that. I guess it would be coming out of there, whatever. But yeah, that's video, so that's cool. Yeah, so that's all the YouTube videos, other than the stuff that's on my channel. If you go to my channel, you will see all my uploads here, the various stuff. Real Cancer in the Run8 community. I've already posted, kind of gone over a few things. Now, I'm not going to go over the details of that in there. You want to see some example of some people causing a lot of crap. Check out that video, because I basically expose it. And I mean, to me, it's stupid. And it has to deal with an admin from another server who's deciding to saying basically that the Run8 team after version 2 is going to be obsolete. I'm like, okay, that's cute, because they're going to do some freeware and all this other garbage. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I've had some conversation. I'm not too sure who's involved with what. I know some people are supporting, blah, 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 whatever. So I'll go into Run8 Insider in a minute. Oh yeah, there's more photos here as well. Back on the depot, some more from the 19th. Back on the 16th here. I seen one. There was one posted. Somebody actually posted one to my page, a before and after shot of Barstow, based on one of the pictures that were put on my Wikia, as well as this picture, and it's amazing the difference. I mean, even here, you can do it before and after here, and you can see all the wind turbines, of course the clouds, which of course are all, we know that they're going to be moving. I don't know about these fog patches, if they're moving or not, whatever. I don't even know if they're fog patches or just, you know, whatever. I mean, that looks cool. It's neat when I see different types of clouds and all of a sudden you get a heavy cloud. I'm really curious about what that is. It almost looks like a storm's coming in. But that is what is this? Okay, so that's a northbound Empire Service trains over the LAB Bridge, just north of the station. Okay, so that's the Hudson line. Okay, so there is an expansion here. When I first saw that bridge, I'm not too familiar with the area, other than the fact that I've run on the Canadian, but I've run on the Maple Leaf, which runs from Toronto to New York City. Albany's where they switch over to electric service. Now, I've been told one of my responses, and this is the thing that really ticks me off, because there are people who, quote unquote, are linked to the inside where you can ask questions or you can make comments. I mean, there's a lot of information that is out there. There's a lot of ways to, you know, you might not be able to do it through an official website, but there's ways of getting in touch with the team or giving ideas and stuff like that. So I mean, some of this stuff, like, really, ticks me off, and I suppose it's because I'm not so emotionally involved in the uproars or the negativity. But I can relate to people who do get negative. I get it. I've had issues with all kinds of people. I've been told that I have that way with people, quote unquote, as someone likes to put it. So obviously I'm going to get in personal issues. So why is it that I'm not having personal issues with the Run8 team? It's simple. Now some might suggest it's because of this. So this is what I call the magic list, or the magic bullet list, or whatever the heck you want to call it. And first of all, I appreciate being on here, because not only was I able to ask that this be modified a little bit, because I wanted to make sure that people understood that I had a car forwarding system. Not everybody knows that, and apparently I got evidence recently that people don't know that, because they think, oh, it'd be really cool if we could have car forwarding. Well, number one, the depot has their own system as well. I don't know how they do it, but they do something. A few people have been told. I've been curious, to be quite honest, how they do it, because I'm not part of the depot community. I made that choice. Like I said, there's been personal issues, so no big deal. I think there's no hard feelings between Sean and I, as far as I know. Yeah, sometimes tensions or whatever, or personality differences, or really it ain't gonna matter. I keep saying this. I've said it for a year and a half. It's not going to matter. If they took me off this list today, I'd be disappointed, because I'd be disappointed, or maybe it would be an ego thing, or whatever the hell it is, but this kind of thing is not going to matter. Other than getting new people involved and your outreach, I'm still on TrainSim, I'm still on other. What happened in the past was, with personal issues, if I wasn't on this list, yeah, I can see that. And there are particular servers who have suffered. Despite what they want to say, they've suffered because they are no longer on this list. And that was exactly my point for a long time ago. When you get taken off this list, when you need people, and then it's a different story. But when you don't care anymore about adding new people, I mean, I'm happy enough with the number of people we have right now. I'm sure I'll take more anytime. The more the merrier, but there's no need there for me. And with version 2, I don't care. I can say, basically, there's people over on TrainSim. I don't know if I'm still on that. Well, I'm not there anymore. There's a couple people for a long time who have no interest in multiplayer whatsoever, and all they want to do is a single player. But they do want to have the elements of having the AI, to have other trains so they feel like they're part, of the system and all that. I made a suggestion. I said, well, number one, you can dispatch other trains than yourself, which I imagine you're going to be able to do in version 2, and we've already seen a demonstration of the AI, which is it's a short little demonstration. It actually exceeds my expectations, because my expectations were, if a train just moves, I don't care. I could care less about the sounds. That's just more making it more authentic to have the sounds. I don't know if they're going to dim the lights at each other. I don't think they're going to chat. I obviously not going to say, "Hey, it looks good on that side, Jack," or whatever the hell it is, and broadcast it all over TeamSpeak, like, so everybody from one end to the other hears. Like, who cares? That's not why I joined multiplayer. I'm not a personal type of guy, yet I do spend time going through here like I am right now, actually spending some time and going through this. So, yeah, I do spend some time. Dang it, I gotta change my laundry or dry it or whatever. So I won't be too long, because I'm doing laundry. And I'm yapping, but that's okay. I got time. I got another 15 minutes at least, so yeah, I'm going to take another 15 minutes. So yeah, this whole thing about being on the magic bullet list, as I like to call it, which people get offended if their community that they support's not on it and all this other stuff. It's like they're supposed to be great without it. So, but like I said, at one time, long before version 2, where we weren't as big as we were, it was it took a hit. So yeah, it was nice to restore relations with the Run8 team, but to say, I'm not a member of the beta team, I'm not a member of I'm not a member of any of that. Like I said, John, I think I sent one message. Jason, every now and then I'll send a message back and forth with him. Jason and I have always seemed to get along fine. Dale's another one I used to be able to talk to and get along, and I've had issues with Dale too. Unfortunately, I think Dale's doing something else now. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but he's dealing with other things or something right now. I don't know what the deal is, honestly. I asked about it. I didn't really get much of a response, so whatever. I even asked Dale if anything was happening, and I hadn't heard anything from Dale. So he's got my phone number. He can call me. Dale's one of the guys who does have a phone number of mine. I have his phone number, so I don't want to call him, bug him. I've asked him an email. Other than that, he's got my phone number, so he can call me. But I haven't heard anything, so I assume everything's okay, and nothing, everything's okay, because I thought something was wrong, but whatever. Personal things, like egos happen. Things happen, and I understand. I've even been compassionate for other servers who have suffered some type of fate because things didn't work out or whatever. I can understand that. I can be compassionate to some extent, but then there comes a point where it's one thing being upset or thinking that you've been wrongfully, whatever the case may be, and then to go out and allow these, well, actually just basically be out and out, I might as well say. I mean, just basically two-faced, inconsistent, and full of it. Because I've seen places where they say one thing and they do the other. They say they're not going to ban you, they ban you. They say they're not going to delete posts, they delete posts. They blame it on their admins. Well, okay, or they have no control of their admins, whatever the heck the case may be, and then you got admins posting crap, and I've already made a video about that. Admins posting crap on a Facebook page about how they're going to start their own freeware thing. And, if one of my admins did that, not only would I remove them as an admin, I'd remove them as a member, and I'd ban them totally. I've banned people, by the way. I'm not afraid to say. There was a long time ago. It was a long time I didn't ban anybody, and then there's just a couple of incidents where I had to start banning some people. They weren't listening. They wanted to do their own thing. They didn't care. I said, fine. I lock your IP. Screw you. You don't want to listen? I've given you enough warnings. I've had enough of your crap. Goodbye. That's all there is to it. I've been nice about it. I don't need to be public or open to the public or whatever. I have a membership system. We have passwords. Quite frankly, it's PITA, if you know what I mean, because I don't like having to go through the whole administration thing of setting up new members. It's a real pain, but at the same time, I want the integrity of the servers. I don't currently own a server. I have people who run servers. I don't run my own server right now. But anyways, I got drifted on what was happening over at TrainSim. Caught over there. Let's just see if everything's updated since I've been yapping for so long. Any press releases? No. We'll go to the press release. So, anyways, well, yeah, let's go to the press releases, and I'll take you through some of this, because this is where, when I started seeing this is where it started exceeding my expectations. This is a while back. We're talking back in the spring. I think this was the spring, yeah. These photos came out in the spring, and that's when I really started to get excited. And I said, this is starting to exceed my expectations. Ever since then, it's got nothing to do with being on a magic bullet list. So anybody who's going around saying that it has to do with me being on a magic bullet list doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay? Yeah, I mean, I understand everybody has different expectations, and that's cool. I appreciate that. And some people feel they don't have a conduit to the community. Well, guess what? There are conduits. They're not maybe the most traditional conduits like email. I mean, you go to the site, I don't think there's a 1-800 number here. Well, guess what? They don't have a person standing by 24 hours a day or 8 hours a day or whatever the hell it is to answer a telephone. I think they have customer service. I think they have people that read their emails. And they have people who process the money you send them. So they can get the game out to you as quick as they can. So there's customer service involved. But some people aren't happy. Some people, or I shouldn't say some people. Let's face it. I guess their reputation is bad. Now, do they earn that reputation? That's, I guess, up for question, I suppose. Personally, I don't think they earned it. Despite my issues in the past with them. Personally, I think they've redeemed themselves. Enough to my liking. If they're going to be favorite to one group or over another, I didn't feel that was a service for the rest of the community. And I wasn't the only one that complained about it. There was others. And that started a whole crap war. Because they decided, it had nothing to do with pressure from me or anybody else for that matter, I just accepted it. See, that's the thing. People get this well, we got to accept what they do or we can't do anything about it. No. If you don't like it, go buy something else. If you think you're a better programmer, go program it. Remember Crossed Eyes, folks? I laugh at that every time. It brings a smile to my face. I don't wish, hey, Crossed Eyes look cool. So is this new European one. And I call it a European one because, they got accents, they sound European, and their first big, I don't know what it's supposed to be, Train Sim World or whatever it's supposed to be, is supposed to be CSX up in North America on, what the hell's that stupid route? I shouldn't call it a stupid route, it's actually a pretty good one. Chesapeake or whatever the hell it is. I can't even think of it. It's Sand Patch? Yeah, okay. I've never been up there, but I know it's a popular area. I've never actually been there. But they're going to do that. So, and the videos look awesome, and I'm not going to put it in this video. I don't care. This is about Run8. I ain't worried about what they're doing. I'm more invested in this, and I plan on spending my money for this. I'm not worried about what's coming out in next January. And everything in that franchise that's come out up to this point, I could care less about. So yeah, that was there. There was another one up there. Maybe it's not there. It was somewhere. Shoot. Where the hell was it? I don't see it now. That's interesting. Well, was it in the home page? I don't know where it went to. There's been stuff that's been there, and there's been stuff that was taken off. No, that's not in the community. It's not in About Us. Yeah, where is it? Is it in the update? I'm not going to worry about it. But bottom line is this. And what I was trying to get at had to do with over on Train Sim. I was saying that there's a few people that like single player. And there's a lot of people who are actually considering getting Run8 because of what this version 2 has with the AI. That's got their attention a little bit more because not everybody's into multiplayer, and people are not always around at key times or whatever, so they had interest in that. And I gave a theory, and I said, not only do you not need to be on a multiplayer server anymore, including mine, or my not my server because I don't have a server, but the RTS group of servers, let's say. You don't have to be on Florida. You don't have to be on Selkirk. You don't have to be on California. You don't have to be on, I don't know, the Run8 servers or any other of those servers I listed in the community. You don't have to be on any of them. All it's going to take, if you want to have an environment, as far as I can tell, and this is based on a dispatch photo that was shown, and the headline said that version 2 will take single player to a whole new level. And I think that was the quote on that picture, and I don't see it. It was basically showing the California area, and it had all these trains on it. So it was targeting single player, and of course that being in multiplayer as well. So I looked at that and I thought to myself, okay, so that's a whole new level and everything, and I'm like, I'm looking at that, and and of course it was involved with multiplayer too. As far as I know, it is. Anyways, that'll be a disappointment if it's not involved in multiplayer. But if that's the case, well, it is what it is. But I doubt it. I don't see why it wouldn't be as part of multiplayer. As far as I know, it is part of the multiplayer. Every indication that I've been personally told or hinted at is that I am going to enjoy this. That's what people have been throwing my way. Those, be it on the inside or through secondhand, not word of mouth. What's the word? Basically, those on the inside who have communicated with others associated with those on the inside to me directly have told me, Sean, you're gonna like this. I'm like, okay, cool. And I believe I will, because so far they've met and exceeded all my expectations. This whole thing right here, that's a frequency. RTS, we run trains on frequencies. What do I mean by frequencies? I'm not talking about the radios. I'm talking about days of week. Not only that, but there's a random variation for random delays. That's all has to do with a TD3. Now, for those that say, well, our ideas never count and blah, 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 and I've heard this blah, 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 blah. My ideas don't count. They don't listen to us. Blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe they don't listen to everything, because maybe some things they don't know how to deal with, or they've tried to help and, they couldn't or whatever. I don't know the circumstances. Personally, for me, I don't care. It does everything. I'm not an engineer, and I've heard engineers. Some people say, well, they're engineers and it's not working right. It's been not working right for a while. I still have engineers and crews who work the railroad, who are on my servers, and they haven't told me anything of the sort, that anything's broken or it's not working the way it should. I've heard that rumor too. Okay, I don't know. I'm not a real engineer, but from what I can tell, everything works fine to me. At least as far as I can tell. And again, I'm not a real engineer, so hey. Tell you one thing, it works better than anything else I know. So if they broke it or whatever the hell they were supposed to do, and I've heard that rumor, I'm like, whatever. Seems fine to me. But as far as listening to ideas go, that right there was partly, at least, there was a forum post before version 2, or at least in the process of version 2 being developed, where the community was looking for input. And I posted a very long, actually not only did I post a very lengthy message in that forum, but I also sent an email to the team specifying what I would ideally like to see in AI. Are they going to take my ideas and run with them? I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But right there, this is exactly what I'm looking for. As far as I can tell, it exceeds my expectations because there's things in here that I didn't quite expect them to do. Let's just say. I figured I'd have to do some things on my own. Maybe I still do. But that's within my expectations. Let me make it perfectly clear. I'm not on talking terms with anybody in the Run8 team right now. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying we're not. I'm not. I don't run in their sessions or see. Brad, I think I saw on a session, I don't know, about a year and a half ago or something like that. I was on one of the other servers and we happened to be there and we said, I chatted hi or whatever. Hey, how's it going? Or I think I was on TeamSpeak and I said, hey, how's it going? That's the last time we ever talked to each other. But it was cordial. Everything was fine. Whatever happened with us in the past happened with us in the past. No big deal. Do I need to make, there's some things that I might have said that apparently made the Run8 team look bad or something like that. I don't want to make them look bad. Of course, I've always been one very opinionated. I haven't been afraid to say something. This isn't out of fear. I'm not being nice out of fear. I'm being nice out of support because for 4 years, these guys have given us nothing but free updates. I'm sorry, what more do you want? And people are still bitching. It's driving me nuts, and I figure, hey, I got nothing better to do tonight, so I might as well do that. And it's like 11 minutes after, and I got to do my laundry. So I do have better things to do, but I really don't want to do laundry. But of course, I got to throw my stuff in the dryer in a few minutes, so let me keep wrapping up here. So that's it right there. Let me just take it one more time. Come on. Come on, please. Oh, okay. I don't think it's happening tonight. Unfortunately. It's 9:12. I don't think it's happening tonight. So, I'll close that down for now. So, yeah, there's my announcement of the live stream. I don't think anything else is going on. YouTube. But let me go into Facebook, because Facebook you will find a lot of different goodies here. Vigilante, Beauty and the Babe. And I don't think there's anything else on there that I can see. So we'll go into Run8 Insider. I'm having some fun with these guys. Now, Run8 Insider, I still don't know who the hell Run8 Insider is. He's just Run8 Insider. I believe he's a member of the team. I can't remember who it is. I don't even know if it's Jason. I don't think it's Jason, but anyways. So, right there, pinned, is a message from John back on September 16th. And it was a controversial message, although a message that I personally was fine with because it outlined what most people thought or believed, and nobody really went out there to dispute it. But there is a huge misconception that LA was going to be part of version 2. Now, I don't know if there's proof that they said that one time or something like that, or just people ran with it, or that there was just a misunderstanding, or who knows, maybe they originally planned it, and but according to this, they didn't. So, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to say they weren't. And the same with the SD70 Aces, some of the ones that are coming up. But they are going to have the Run8 versions, and Run8 versions of 45.2, 40T2, or whatever. I might take a look at that, or whatever. It tells you what the requirements are going to be like as far as computers. So it just goes into a lot of interesting stuff on it. Whoops. Where am I here? Did I go way too... That's my mouse wheel. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So, anyways, you get into the comments here. Now, you start off with here. Dang it. My damn mouse wheel sucks. I keep saying this. I should... I know you can clean these things, but, everybody's looking for a release date. Yeah, I mean, that's normal. Um, you're welcome. I'm sharing this with the Run8 group and Run8 Western forums. So, I'm not part of the Run8, whoever that is, the Run8 Western forums. Okay, somebody thought they were doing that. Else, fair questions. Um, saying that I'm very much appreciated. Somebody like that. Cool. Uh, Release date again. Another thank you, Thomas. Greatly appreciated to hear the official word, which it is. Absolutely. Good clear up. Thank you. So there's a lot of positives in here. Now there was some negativity that was thrown on in here. And Rob and I haven't always seen eye to eye. Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Exactly. Yeah, I guess he's saying not worth the $40, which he's entitled to his opinion. There's no problem there. And I'm just defending it. I'm defending as to why I think. And there's a lot of stuff in here, and and some animation or whatever. So yeah, everybody, it seems to be more support, and I understand that there's some people that are disappointed, and this isn't really. I'm not gonna hype on this one. Like, we came to an understanding or whatever, and wonder if Selkirk, Barstow, West Colton got all the classification tracks. And like I said, damn, wouldn't that be nice? I'm not expecting it, but if it does, hey. As far as I know, Florida is going to have it. At least that's what the pictures look to me. I don't know if that's coming out with version 2 or if it's coming out later. Jivo. And this is an interesting post by Run8 Insider. For those that know, specularity has been added to all the rolling stock. Look out for this. So, some of you in version 1 may be seeing the Amtrak stuff and it's not looking right. Well, that's because you're not in version 2 yet, because it'll look better in version 2. As from what I understand, has been added to all the rolling stock. So, as far as I know, that will count to the version 1. I don't know for sure, but to me it would be kind of silly if it wasn't. But hey, I mean, personally, if it isn't, whatever. To me, there's going to be an upgrade in there so that your version 1 rolling stock looks like your version 2, or there'll be a free update, or I don't know, whatever. I think it's fine. Don't quote me on that, but as far as I know, that was Palmdale. That's the other one. I know some people are disappointed that LA was not included. Then a picture came out of Palmdale. Then, as John had mentioned in his post, there was an extension. There was a big expansion. I don't know what the word is. I don't want to paraphrase them, but unfortunately, I can't remember exactly what the word was. Mojave Sub was going to see a big expansion or something like that, of some sort. And then pictures came out with Palmdale. If Palmdale's in there, and Palmdale you're talking about 10 miles away from, at least 10 miles away from BNSF Junction, maybe 20, then you're dealing with, from what I can see, and nothing officially has been put, but as far as I know, your UP trains are going to be able to go all the way. You're going to have the Mojave Flyer, a real Mojave Flyer, and you're not going to have all these other things. For me, I would rather take that than LA. I'll take that over LA any day. Because what LA does for me operations-wise is it means that I have to find room for all those yards. I have to find ways of working all those yards. I have to all of a sudden build trains in all those yards. Whereas having Palmdale, all that means is I'm running UP trains more like the real thing, and I'm adding a few more industries, no big deal, but to me that's more prototypical. So, great. it finishes off a section that needed to be finished off, hopefully. So hopefully I'm right on that one. As far as I can tell, it's pretty obvious. And there's a little confusion here. Well, wait, if I haven't run the needles through, because some of the route will be automatically included. It said something like that, or I didn't know what that was. So now we get into the different things. John Bailey, the reason why I replied to John, I wanted to see what his take was, because I posted another video with John and a min over at Dams, and it looks like him and I had a good conversation. He liked what I had to say, and I take him at his word. I don't know about A.B. Hunt. He's not too happy. He's blah blah blah. He doesn't like this and that. Didn't see what they personally thought it would be. Okay, I get that. It's fair. Yeah, there's fair concerns. Or it's going to be a take this and like it attitude all over again. Okay. You know, that's... Some people are questioning whether or not they're a good business, or whether or not they're this or that, and blah, 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 and all that other stuff. Who cares? Not your money. It's like, I don't care. The only thing I don't care is people stealing from Run8. Hackers. Or people threatening to do freeware. And funny enough, this kind of attitude is coming from the very groups that are not shutting it off. In fact, their admins are posting it. So, if their admins are posting that kind of attitude, I think this is retrograding. I mean, come on. And it was mentioned, John mentioned about it, and he said he was opposed to it, and blah, 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 and all that. It was like, he said talking about the pictures, John was nice enough to post them. Yeah, he was. This is the kind of talk and statement continuously made by use by insiders or Run8 staff talking down the customers and community. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm standing up for the Run8. I'm giving you a different perspective. Again, with all due respect... And you know I'm trying to address this in a manner that doesn't attack or directly negative atmosphere. Or, yeah, so am I. That's cool. But it's the manner or talk that is used to... So and the other thing, too, is a lot of things get confused in words and typing on these forums. And believe me, let's just cut the chase. Had Brad and I been able to talk a little bit more one-on-one, and we had each other's phone numbers. I mean, I lost his, but anyways, you know, I think a lot of issues would have never gone as bad as they did for us at one point. So a lot of this gets, and I'm not blaming Brad. I mean, it's just as much my fault. I've apologized to other people too who I've offended. You know, it's like, it's too much fun here to be worried about this crap. But the manner of talk used is John and Brad are held on a throne-like position. No, they're not. They're the ones who are providing this, because there's no method to provide shareware to the community. So yeah, we're waiting on them to produce something which we have to pay for, and they're not going to release it until they're ready, and it's their baby, and they're not making any money making people wait. So it's in their best interest to release it, but at the same time it's also in their best interest to release a copy that is going to please as many people as they can, right? I was actually going to... Somebody likes my comment. Hey, somebody likes me! I was actually going to put a server... I don't even know what I'm talking about there. I don't even know what I was doing. I can't remember saying that. I was going to put a server... I don't even know what I'm talking about there. So yeah, I basically, there's a big difference. I am under a NDC, non-disclosure... actually, NDA, sorry. Should be NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. And it is useless. It protects them, but it does nothing for me because I don't know anything else. I made some jokes later on. Because here comes the jokes right here. So it says, here's what I do several times. I hit the refresh button on Run8 Studios and hope it's released because I have no idea, just feeling like many it's coming soon. I don't buy all the download contents. I don't. I use the free reefers. Why? Because I'm cheap. I never the reefers are cool, the actual pay ones, but I'm cheap and I never bought them. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. If California starts using them and they decide they want to use them, I might have to use them. It's not my server anymore. If he decides to use them one day and says, yeah, we're going to be using the California, okay. Maybe I'll get sick of looking at Run8 stuff. But right now, the only place... Actually, Florida has download content that I don't have. Well, guess what? When I go on Florida, which I haven't been in a long time, if I don't want to see the Run8 stuff, the Run8 color stuff, I guess I'm going to have to either put up with it or buy the downloads. Simple choice. But I don't have all the download content. I've actually recommended California buy one. I'm not the server owner, so it's not up to me, but I've said, and like I said, he's decided not to do it. It's his server. I'm just the founder now. That's all I am. So, I have admin status, blah, 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 all that other stuff with all the servers. I can, whatever. But you've got the... Damn, it's 9:26. I keep yapping. I got to do my laundry. I tell you what, guys. Give me a few minutes, or else I'm going to have wet clothes before I go to bed tonight. Because this is kind of a good conversation, so... Unless you're sick of me yapping. But anyways, if you're sick of me yapping, you're not here. So who cares? So give me a couple minutes. I got to change my laundry. I'm here because I'm here. Ugh. All right, jump on my couch. Yeah. So, anyway, sorry about that, but man's got to do laundry, unfortunately. So, yeah, they did seek the people's ideas, and I mentioned this before. I posted they were seeking people's ideas, and I've seen some of my ideas pop up, and I didn't always see my ideas pop up. By the way, I've had a lot of suggestions over the years. They don't always come up. Guess what? They get a lot of ideas. But then this prick tease, I'll say it. I'm calling him a prick tease, and he knows I'm only kidding. I hope he knows I'm only kidding. You know what a prick tease is, right? Hopefully people know what a prick tease is. And I can say this on YouTube because I don't think it's a bad word, and a prick is a bush. You're just a little tree. You're teasing somebody with a tree, right? Anyways, that's not what a prick tease is. So, I'll explain for those of you that don't know what a prick tease is. I think everybody should know what a prick tease is. I don't think I'm that old. I think it's still used today, that term, hopefully. So for you younger crowd or whatever who doesn't know what a prick tease is, a prick tease is when you're in high school or wherever the hell you are. You can be. I don't care. You can be my age. I'm in my low 40s, getting closer to mid 40s. I don't know. Do I round up or do I round down? But anyways, so I've been single for 3 years. I don't have to worry about prick teases. I like it that way in some ways. I was thinking today too. I was like, yeah, maybe I should start dating again. But my son's my priority right now, so I'm not worried about dating. And it's been. I posted on my Facebook recently. It was this just this month actually. I had the Facebook memories. I hate Facebook. I don't even want to be on Facebook. And this is inconvenient for some people. It really is. That's why I'm doing the YouTube video tonight, so that you guys who aren't on Facebook, you can see all the buzz going on. I wanted you to see the buzz. Unfortunately, with the buzz comes some of the negativity, but then you get some of this fun stuff too. So it's pretty cool. So basically, he said here that he highlights my name, so that gets my attention. So there's my son right there. Yeah. Am I supposed to show that on? Yeah, I shouldn't be showing that on YouTube. My ex doesn't like my son's picture on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. So you probably can't see much out of that one up there, right? So that's good. I shouldn't be showing his picture. She will be very upset at me. And whatever. So, blah. That's what I think about that. But, some people get all worried about, kids being stolen and all this other crap and all that stuff. Like, my son's safe, as far as I'm concerned. And I wouldn't do anything to not make him safe. But anyways, hey, Jason's on too. I tell Jason, go check my YouTube. Hey, see Jason's on there. That's Jason. Yeah. So we chat once in a while. Todd, I don't know what Todd's doing. Used to be a Minimine, but he's too busy with work, but he's online. Get over to Run8. Anyways. It used to be in Minimine, but Smiley's in Min. Anybody else here I know? Well, yeah. I know everybody here to some extent. Back Mike. Run8. So yeah, okay, anyways. So here's the statement. Sean Merle, you won't have to keep refreshing soon. Really soon, ... When he said that 23 hours ago. So first of all, yesterday, it wasn't a busy day for pictures. That was Monday. Wasn't a busy day for pictures on Tuesday. Well, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, it's going to come out. It's imminent. I even told some people on my forum, I said, this is imminent. Why would he say that to me if it wasn't imminent? Like, what is refreshing soon, really soon? I don't know what he knows. I don't even know who he is. I mean, Run8 Insider. I don't know. For all I know, he may not know that. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, John posts on here, so he must be an insider, and some people criticize him for not posting his real name. I'm like, why should he have to post his real name if he doesn't want to? I post my real name, and sorry, hit return fast. I can't start phase. Yes, I would love to see Run8 forum again as much. Oh, okay, I'm still replying to the other one. He bopped in there. Sean and Thread are not on the throne. They're ones using their time and energy to make this happen. And yeah. Yes, I understand. Some people may be disappointed. By the way, it still says I'm at. God, I gotta quit showing that picture. And then I called him a prick tease. I said, I put the star in there. Insider, how soon is really soon? Please don't. This was yesterday at 9:23. I said, please don't bug the Run8 gods as they are busy programming my life. Ain't that the truth? I mean, there's a lot of truth to that statement. It's sad. It really is. That's my life. My life is my kid and Run8. Sorry. And work. That's my life. Oh yeah, and do groceries and laundry. And clean the house? No. Okay, so how soon? Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday? And then 2 hours ago I said, yeah, how soon? I mean, this is the only thing I can do is amuse myself, because it's either I'm going to be amusing myself or I'm going to be crying or going stir crazy. I wish the presidential debates were on tonight. Because if the presidential debates were on tonight, at least I could focus on that and not worry about this. So the debate's coming on Monday, and Hillary's going to get her ass kicked if she shows up, if she can stand up for 30 minutes, let alone 90. So that's my thought on that. There's my political thought. You know who I'm going for. I'm Canadian, so I can't vote. So Donald Trump all the way. That's all I got to say. But I don't know if it's going to happen, but yeah, whatever. If you don't like my political views, I don't give a shit. So, whee! Oh yeah, so I said, come on, Run8 Insider, it's too quiet again. You PTs me, then you leave me hanging, smiley, smiley. So that's just to say, I'm only joking, I'm smiling. Gimme, I need my fix, because yeah, I'm addicted to this right now. This is absolutely pathetic. I'm actually doing a live stream about this. That's even more pathetic, but hey, whatever. If I get people to watch it, that's great. You can bore you or whatever, and you know. So tell John I'll pay him an extra $10 and a 24 case of their favorite beer for an advance copy, and I'll honor that silly ND. Why do I keep calling it NDC? It's an NDA. Non-disclosure clause? I don't know what I was thinking. I'm serious. I would. I know I'm on YouTube right now. I know. I like to talk, and for a guy who's not social and has that way with people, as some people like to say, I like to broadcast. I like to help people. I like to do things. I just like when I'm in a situation, whether it be dispatcher, whether it be running a train, I want to run trains, and I'm social with a few guys on the server or whatever, once I get to know you. But other than that, I don't treat it as a social club. I don't treat multiplayer as a social club. It's never been a social club for me. That's not what multiplayer is for me. And then I'll even send a case of John with love to Russia. With Russia to love, or love to Russia? How's the name of that? Anyways. So, A.B. Hunts, he's looking forward to it, and Alan Rice and Scott Kramer like that. And I, along with others, tested physics. And I'm not the kind of person to follow someone around like a puppy and tell them, see, here we go again. This is the negative stuff I'm talking about. Now, like I said, apparently this person is over, and I don't get, I don't know if this is a private or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I mean, everybody's on Facebook. I'd love to see a YouTube of some of the stuff going on other people's Facebook sites. That'd be very interesting to see, to be honest. So, I don't know if I get in trouble or I get kicked off for doing this. I don't know. Would I be kicked off for doing this? Really, there's no secrets here. I don't think there's no secrets here. Am I allowed to be on here? I don't know if I'm allowed to be on here or not. If I am, I'm sorry. Tell me I'm bad. So yeah, I would really like to be surprised and be overwhelmingly impressed. Okay. Only time will tell if it, yeah, that's true. I'm not the kind of person to follow someone around like a puppy and tell them what they want to hear just so they will like me, get free gifts. Okay, yes, I did get a free copy of Run8 when I originally was a beta team member over 4 years ago. However, I eventually bought Run8. Especially when I put my server up. I think I bought 2 copies. I'm not 100% sure of that one. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I definitely bought my fair share of stuff. So, I haven't been on the Run8 team for several years now. I don't know how many to be exact, but it's been a long time. I burned that bridge a long time ago. I don't know if I burned it or others burned it or whatever. I helped. I certainly didn't try putting it out that quick. let me tell you. So I was too busy on my pride, and I didn't care. And I still don't care, to some extent. Yeah, it is what it is. Who cares? So I'm not worried about people liking me. I've never worried about people liking me. I don't care. If A.B. Hunt hates my guts, or everybody on some community hates my guts, I don't care. I could care less. I don't care. And if that's the impression, I know some people might want to be liked, or some people like free gifts. I don't know who these people are. I honestly really do not know who these people are supposed to be, because they're either on the Run8 team now, which they're part of the process of getting this freaking thing done, not being on Facebook groups. I mean, Run8 Insider won't even answer my jokes. It's been a few hours, so I imagine they might be beta testing right now. Who knows? Maybe they'll put it out in an hour if I'm lucky. Then again, I could be imagining it. To be a beta tester, or to keep my server on their community page. Oh, the community page. Whoa. Hey. Hey, yo. As one of my favorite wrestlers would say at one time. The community page was important if it was important to you to have a lot of people on your server at once. I don't care. I don't care about having massive amount of people on my server. I have not cared for 1.5 years, and the reason why I haven't cared is because version 2 is coming out, and so was AI. It got delayed. Dang, that was disappointing. I'll be honest, it was disappointing, but I understood. I was looking forward to it. There's been times where I didn't know what to do with my life. Sad. It's really sad that a guy like me spends way too much time on a freaking computer. In fact, there was a member of the Run8 team who told me that. And, I started changing things. At least I spend time with my son. So, and I work. That's a good thing. I work full time. But sit around and watch a good communication, and I'm not one to sit around watch a good thing go bad because of simple problems or mismanagement. Okay, that's fine. Run8 has a lot of potential, and they can be doing a lot better than they are. Everybody has a lot of potential. Everybody can be doing better than what they are. I can be doing better than what I'm doing. I learn all the time. I could be doing better right now. I could be probably doing better things with my time than doing this. I chose to do this. Maybe it's easier. So it's easier to sit on the couch, sit on my fat ass on my couch and bitch and complain and whine and wait for my drug called version 2 to come and make me feel better. But I wouldn't say I don't know. I think I'm perfectly normal. That's just me. Yeah, I'm waiting for version 2. Why? Because I want it. Simple as that. I want it. I've been wanting it for over a year. Some people are addicted to watching their favorite shows on TV. Some people are addicted to watching their favorite sports teams. Okay, I'm following the Jays. I don't know what they did today. Don't tell me. It's going to be... See, I'm not that addicted. In fact, I don't watch the full games right now. I watch 30 minutes, and I know they played Seattle tonight, and sometimes a stupid Facebook will tell me who won. I don't want to know. I don't want my friends to tell me. I don't want nothing. All I want to do is tomorrow morning at when I'm getting ready for work at 7 o'clock in the morning, my little DVR is going to have a 30-minute episode called Jays in 30. And it shows the Jays games, all condensed at 30 minutes. Now, once playoffs happen, then I start watching the full games. Because that's a lot more exciting. You want to get every little bit of that. But I'll tell you, the last 2 games in Seattle, I love it. Everybody's, yeah, you get these critics. Now I'm going on that whole Jays thing. You get these people just like, oh, the Jays. Oh, they're choking. Oh, this, oh, that. No, they're not choking. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they're choking a bit. They're human. Whatever. Seattle was looking pretty good. Then all of a sudden the Jays woke up. Baseball's a weird game. But anyways, like I was saying, some people get addicted to games, hockey, football, Monday Night Football. Like everybody watches Monday Night. There's a lot of people watch Monday Night Football. Who the hell wants to watch Monday Night Football to see two teams they could give a rat's ass about? But a lot of people do it. I don't. That's just me. A lot of people watch the Super Bowl. Yay! Super Bowl! Look at these cool commercials. Woohoo! I don't. Does that make me better than somebody else? No. That just makes me me. That's the way I am. So, what I do with my time is my business, I suppose. And if I'm addicted to Run8, I'm addicted to Run8. That's part of my pastime. That's part of my thing. Should I be out there probably riding a bike or going to a gym, perhaps? Probably. Might be a little cheaper, too. Who knows? Actually, probably not. Run8's probably one of the cheapest pastimes I've ever had. That has given me so much for so little. I bought some video games. I'll tell you something. I bought some video games that are in Canadian dollars that are close to $100, okay? One of them, for example, we're talking baseball. I got this baseball game. It was about $100. Okay. What did I get? A couple months out of it, and then all of a sudden my son doesn't want to play it anymore. Well, if my son doesn't want to play it, then I'm not going to play it, and, he'd rather watch wrestling. Oh, that's another thing I do every week. I watch wrestling. So, I watch wrestling. That's the only... I watch wrestling, and I watch the 30 Minutes of the Jays thing on... That's the only sport I follow. I don't even... I'm Canadian. I don't even follow hockey. Why do I not follow hockey? Because my son's not interested in it, and really neither am I, and the Leafs suck. Now, I suppose if the Leafs were doing better, my son would be into it more, so that I'd be following it, and I'd probably follow it with him. But he never really got into it, so I didn't need to get into it. The funny thing about it is he's not actually following the games right now because he doesn't see them at my place, and his mom hasn't been recording them apparently. I keep asking him, "Did you see the Jays game?" No. I'm like, why not? Now me, I'm into it because I like watching the Jays. It's easy for me. I mean, all I have to do is do the 30 minutes. I'm lying there basically having a snack in the morning. I get to see what the game goes on. And some people are, well, you're not a real fan if you're not watching it. No, who wants to watch a 3-hour freaking game? Baseball's one of the most boringest games. Okay. But it's surrounded with the cool stuff in the middle, so I just manage my time a little differently. I'm like, okay, there's 2 commercials. It's in 30 minutes, but there's 2 commercials in the middle. So really it takes only about 24 minutes, give or take, to actually go in. And I could even do it quicker. I can just put in the little sports thing, and I can get all the teams and do it for 30 minutes. But no, I don't care about the other sports. I don't know. I don't follow football. Football used to be one I used to follow, and then I got away from it because the Bills suck. When teams start sucking, I kind of not get interested in it anymore. But then again, baseball's kind of a cool sport. I've always liked baseball for some reason. Even though I played hockey, I played bowling too. But anyways, I don't know. So I'm rambling on about stuff that has nothing to do with this. Sorry, guys. So, mismanagement, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Doing a lot better than they were. We already said that. I hope they change and work things out for good. But keep in mind, a good investor can spot the problems ahead of time. And problems keep getting ignored. The investors look somewhere else to invest. Good luck on the release. Well, that's nice. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be hacking so much. Well, so I basically said, I'm an investor, and I assure you, I don't listen to mainstream media or a talking head. What is out there is equivalent behavior and talking heads who, 1, don't have anything better to go for or do, 2, are bitter, butthurt, perhaps their feelings are hurt, and or they have an agenda. As far as maintaining our spot in the magic bullet list, okay, I can see that as being important when having a constant flow of new people is important. I've known for close to 2 years now that is not important. And the reason why I'll say this, the reason why that's not important is version 2 has been in the mix for the past 2 years, and I knew that the inevitable day when version 2 and AI hits, that flow of people coming in does not mean squat. Will it make my server better, or servers better? My group of servers better? Absolutely. And I wish nothing but the best for them. But I'm the founder. I don't even have a server anymore right now. All I want to do is run. I have a programmer. Not worried about that. So now I understand that some people have high standards or expect more. I understand that some people feel shut out. Here's my advice. Take it or leave it. If the team are currently small enough or too busy to favor one group or another and don't show up enough, their choice, of course, is respect shown towards them when contacting them or question. This is a question. Is respect shown towards them when contacting them for questions or support? In other words, are they just over on a Facebook page someplace bitching about them? Are they on another forum bitching about them? Or are they showing them the respect? And I say that, yes, I understand you're a customer. If you're a customer, sending a private message, you can still show them respect, but you can show them concerns. They should be able to support you. They should be able to treat you because it's not hurting their reputation by you basically they asking you a question. If you're on a forum bitching about it, it doesn't really make them look good. So, yeah. And I take things personally. I always take things way too personally. So I know maybe they take things too personally. I don't know. Whatever. I ain't worried about their personal, their business. Or the only thing I worry about is people trying to harm their business or have evil intentions towards their business, who are not in it for the right reasons. Those are the people that bother me. As far as the other servers, they can do whatever the hell they want. I could care less. They don't affect me. They want to do what they want, say what they want. They can talk crap about me too. I don't care. You want to talk crap about me? Come talk crap about me. Come over here, Facebook. They've been here before, and I've stood up every time to them. I don't care, and I will continue to do so. I don't care. I'm not worried about having friends. I'm not worried about being liked. Yeah, I'm doing this for entertainment, and yeah, I'm going to get some likes, and I'm going to have people who like my comments and all that other stuff. I could care less about Facebook too. I don't spend my time on Facebook. The only reason why I do Facebook right now is this, and the post, and to keep in contact with a few of my friends. But other than that, I used to go on Facebook every day. This was before I was really into Run8, and I was into Run8. Don't get me wrong, but I used to go on and upload videos and all kinds of crap to Facebook. I'm thinking, what a waste of time. Like, I do not follow my friends' feeds. The only feeds I'm following right now are Run8's. I got Donald Trump. Every now and then I'll take a look at what he's doing. But other than that, I basically follow Run8's Insider, Run8 Train Simulator, and High Rails. That's it. That's all I do on Facebook. And once version 2's out, I probably won't be following these guys much. Not to say these guys are, I just won't be following them much. No offense to them. This is the only reason why I'm following them right now is because I want to see about version 2. And, I'll follow it later on, and maybe I'll hear something or whatever. Maybe now and then I'll check if there's a post or notification or whatever. But other than that, that's the source of information. So, do I think the team has a bad reputation? Absolutely. And I say that not because they deserve it, but I think they do have a bad reputation. I don't think it's deserved. My opinion. I understand why it's there. I understand why, I understand some of the the wars between different groups and all this other garbage and drama. Like, whatever. It's like, get on with it or get over it. I thought people were over it. That's the funny thing. For probably the past half year, I thought these guys were over it. I saw the forum, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to this, happy birthday to this, happy birthday. That's all I saw. Nothing but everybody's wishing happy birthdays. Oh, that's nice and sweet, but there's no content. There's nothing. But apparently their Facebook page has been busy. I'm like, ooh. Wow. Didn't know about that until at first I could care less if they were doing their own servers, doing their own things, whatever, I could care less. But when they start attacking the product or saying that they're going to do this and they're an admin, guess what? They represent the group, and now I'm going to take a personal vendetta against it. And if people got a problem with that, sue me. And people have tried to do that, or actually people have threatened to do that. So whatever, I don't care. What are you going to do? Everything I say here is a public record, just like anybody who says something in Facebook is a public record too. It's a double-edged sword. It goes both ways. Learn to live with it. 'Cause I ain't no stupid idiot. And I'll tell you something. You want to threaten me? Go ahead. Notice I'm not naming names right now. You know who you are. Okay? If you're out there, I don't even know if you're even watching videos. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I do this for the people who follow me or want to be entertained or want to listen to me babble on because there's nothing better to do because version 2 isn't out. And probably version 2 might be out 20 minutes ago and I'm too busy doing this. So, yeah. So it's a two-way street. Just like a double-edged sword. There's always two sides of the story. And I believe that. I don't necessarily take the Run8 side of the story either. This is, when you take two sides of the story, it's the same thing with media or anything you hear out there. Even if it's media that you personally count on. Like, I may be following the Republican Party, and actually half the Republicans are total idiots, by the way. But I may be following, I'm a Trump supporter. And I'll say it again. I am a Trump supporter. I don't care. I say that, now mind you, I don't say that so freely at work because I'm at work and I really don't want to get involved in it because it's my job and I don't want to start crap because I like my job. And it really doesn't affect me anyways because we're in Canada, I could care less. But there's a lot of people out there, well, what did Hillary ever do? She didn't do anything? That's because the media is reporting that she didn't do anything because the media isn't reporting what she's doing. The media is not reporting on the lies. They're more concerned about Donald Trump. But you see what I mean about the two sides of every story. Okay? You can't just rely on InfoWars and Alex Jones, as much as they do have some information sometimes, folks. As much as he can go off the handle, he's got information sometimes, folks. Believe me, there's information. There's information on Russian television. And Russian television... Here's a perfect example. Russian television's got some great information. One thing about Russian television, though, and you'll find this liberal bias will come into play every now and then. And I'll see it. I'll see it coming. And I can smell it. I can just smell it when it starts happening. It gets to the point. But at the same time, I also know the bias that comes from the right. There's the what they call the neocons, or the ones, the establishment cons, or neo-conservatives, or whatever the hell. There's others that just don't bother with any of the political parties and try to be independent, but don't make no mistake about it. You think Gary Johnson's your answer, yeah, good luck with that, because as somebody put it, Gary Johnson is an idiot. But anyways. Anyways, enough of the politics. But here's my take. When a certain group has an admin who is posting, here we go again, about the Facebook group and how version 2 comes out, their freeware empire is going to take it over. Why would I give them or anyone known to support that group the time of day? So in other words, I know from what I've heard, certain people, I'm not going to name names, who are supporting that community. They should be called, and some actually apparently have called out and put a question. But while this is going on, see, here's the criticism. You got criticism here of people not wanting to upset the Run8 team. There's also a group of people that don't want to upset the admins and the leaders of the cult that's out there. Because they are known to ban you and ridicule you, and they don't want to be banned and ridiculed or not part of the system, so they put up with the crap, and they turn their cheek when the crap starts coming. Well, guess what? The same crap that's being talked here, okay, that's fine if you believe in it. Well, it works both ways. It's not just, and the Run8 is a business. Okay, it's all about business. We're talking about people who are doing this for free and have agendas, because people have agendas. So if I'm in a business, if I was in a business, I'm not, I've been in business before, but I'd personally not sell them or anyone affiliated to statements like that. Not saying that applies to all members. Some of them are my members, actually. There are members of this group who are on there. That's why I get the information. See how it works? I got eyes everywhere. I ain't worried about it. If I want to know something bad enough, I can find out. You know, if you're going to be open to the not open to the public, but you're going to be open up to membership, you're opening up to a lot of potential people, and those same people could be doing the same thing to my forums. Whatever. This is the kind of BS I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen people get banned, posts removed, you name it, despite it not supposed to happen. Basically, it's what I call the good old boys club, and it's a cult. Now, I'm not perfect. RTS members are not perfect, nor is the Run8 team. Nobody's perfect, bottom line. I'm pleased with their product simply because my expectations so far have been met or exceeded. I understand my expectations are different to others, by the way. I want to be clear on that. So if people, it doesn't meet their expectations, okay, I get it. That's fine. As long as they're not here for an agenda, that's all I'm concerned about. Because if people are going to try to push somebody's agenda, I'm going to push back. If they're here to, say they're disappointed or whatever, well, that's okay. Again, once version 2 comes out, free advertising is not going to be a big deal. That is why I stopped caring about what happens to other servers a long time ago. And I'm not worried about what's happening to other servers. My concern, I'll say it again, has to do with people threatening. Not just because they're threatening the Run8 team and I need to stand up for them. They can stand up for themselves. What I'm talking about is people threatening my way of life, because this is something that I don't want the team. I want the team to succeed. Let's put it that way, okay? So if I want them to succeed, can I be open to some criticism to them? Sure. Can I be critical of them? Sure. Can I suggest they have quote-unquote better business practices or whatever? Yeah, I could, but do I really need to? None of my business. I want them to be happy. So if it's their business and they're being happy, first of all, if the sales start going down, they notice some change. They'll make changes, whatever they have to do. And I'm sure they will learn if they make mistakes, which I'm sure they've made mistakes. They'll learn from that. Just like when I make mistakes, I learn from them. It's the way things go. So, not going to be a big deal. That is why I stopped caring a long time ago. But when the community is under attack, before believing, I'm standing up for the community as a whole. I'm standing up for all communities that support Run8. And yes, that can and should be critical. Being critical is not the issue here. And it's not. I've been critical. I've been disappointed at times. over the past four plus years. Okay? Let me be clear on that. I have been. I'm not right now. Because everything is pointing towards... And there's been times where the program's been broke. And it's really screwed me up. And I've been critical about it. I've been like, okay, well, we need to fix this. So, you know, it's got me into hot water in the past. But guess what? I'm not part of the Run8 team, so it don't matter. Here's some other screens that came up, by the way. So now that we're off that little tidbit, my throat's getting dry. I gotta get a drink and a snack and everything else pretty soon. So yeah, so look at these night scenes, though. I mean, that is awesome, fantastic looking. I personally, I think that's out by the West Colton area. It just reminds me of the flight simulator stuff. So yeah. So we saw the video. I think everything else is... That's pretty much all I had to say. I wanted to address the negativity. I wanted to make sure that, you know, just my words, because words can be misconceived, and I wanted to, if people weren't sure what my intentions were, or thinking that I'm under some type of agenda, or thinking that I mean, you take a look at my friends list here. I mean, Jason's there. You know, Mike. I mean, so I mean, there are people here to whom John Greenstone's another one. John is very rarely on Facebook, and he doesn't always reply to all my messages, to be quite honest. And, you know, and that's fine. He's busy. He's got probably tons of messages to deal with, so you know, he doesn't necessarily have time to reply to everything. I don't get offended by that. If it's customer service, that's a different story. But I don't have any issues right now. I haven't had anything like that. And by the way, I have posted emails to customer service, and I don't always get what I want. Let's just put it that way. I won't say what that's about, but let's just say I did put something, and this actually plays into that non-disclosure agreement. I'll just say that. I do honor it. So if I was ever privy to something, I can tell you right now, I will honor that to a T. Okay? I have friends on my... I've actually met in person my programmer. Who just lives over the border, the other side of Buffalo, New York. Ski, you know, basically. There's so many different mics, so you know, just to remember last names or whatever. He just likes to be called Ski, so I call him Ski. There's so many mics on my thing, so he's Ski. But that's my programmer. And you know, I got Mike in California, who's I've never met, but he's my California server. Tom is over in Florida. He's got the Florida server. You've got Smiley, who's I think he's in the Netherlands. Or Netherlands. What the... New Zealand. Why did I say Netherlands? It started with an N. I think he's in New Zealand. I know I have some in Australia as well, but I think he's in New Zealand, if I remember correctly. I know it's... I call it down under, but I don't know if it's technically considered down under, but I know basically what part of the earth it's on anyways, so that's a good thing. It's not the Netherlands. But he's my Selkirk Mohawk dude. And yeah, it looks like there's going to be a big update with the Selkirk Mohawk, so that's looking good. So let me see who I wanted to see what likes my comment. What was my comment? Whee! Was that me? Oh, okay. Oh, that was about the floor. Oh, okay. There was about yeah. See, I was actually going to put a server back up for Selkirk, and it is a beautiful route. It really is. I just couldn't give up on California just yet. Hopefully, with AI and all more servers will go up featuring this awesome route. Hell, I haven't been on Florida since 2015, and I miss running it. That's for sure. And that's true. It's like these are two incredible routes. And the reason why I was going to do Selkirk originally was because it's closer to home for me, Selkirk Mohawk, and the reason why I was going to personally do it, besides it being close to home, was that I wasn't too sure as far as Smiley. I don't know how much, because he's really doing a lot of that himself, so I don't know how much time he can put into it. So I know I had more time, and I also realized that the scope of the route allowed me to actually fit it in. Now, apparently there's a big expansion going on in it, or something's expanded. At least Albany. I don't know further or whatever. I don't even know whereabouts that is. I think that's down the Hudson line or something like that. But anyways, so that's all there. And man, my throat is getting dry. I'm gonna wind this up in a few minutes here. I was supposed to wind this up like probably an hour ago. Okay, so that's cool. At least a lot to yap about. How's my channel doing? I mean, I have no live streams running. Oh man, I better have my live stream running. Yeah, it says I'm streaming. What the hell are you talking about? Maybe I should refresh that. Refresh. Yeah, see, I'm live. Oh, 7 people are watching me. Hi! What's going on? What's going on? I have no live streams running. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man. Feedback. I'll get out of there. Man. Yeah, I thought it was a 30-second delay. That was actually a lot closer. Okay. That was scary. I know there's this delay, but holy crap. Yeah, that's the thing. I try to go into the chat of everything, but unfortunately, when I do that, I get that. So I don't know how to get around that. Let me do one more last check. It's 10:12 p.m. I'm not going to check my email. I'm not going to be that stupid online like I usually am. But let's just check where we're at right now. 10:12 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to Run8 Studios and just see if we got. Damn, I thought that picture changed for a second. See, now I'm delusional. Okay, that ain't changing. Community. Why am I looking at the community? I want to see if I get kicked off. Oh boy, what else we got? I guess the homepage is the only other thing, and I don't think that's changed. So, no. I don't think anything's happening tonight. Not at this point. I highly doubt it. So, is there anything I'm going to get out of Facebook? See if there's any other activity going on. Next assignment's at SJVR. I don't know what that was about. So, yeah, there's nothing too much going on. I'm not even going to go into... I'll check those in a bit. So, yeah, if you like this or any other videos, just, thumbs up or whatever. Let me just check one other... I don't really want to go into Facebook, because I don't think anything has changed. I'll just see if something's changed. If nothing's changed, then I'll end it for tonight. And, oops, I'm getting into all kinds of my stuff here. I don't want to do that. So, high rail. Don't think we have anything updated. September 18th. My God. I'm sure there's comments, but I'm not going to get into all those. I'm not worried about that. I'm just seeing if there's any... What I'm looking for now... I mean, sometimes I look for the comments because I'm curious what people are thinking. Maybe I should stop worrying about what other people are thinking, too. It's not so much that. It's basically... You won't have to keep refreshing soon. I haven't any comments to my comments, so... Yeah, I don't see any more pictures. There was another picture on here from the other night. I don't know if it's here or not. No, of course it's not. Where the hell did I see it? Oh, I know where I saw it. Let's see if, one more check. Man, that's sweet. That is sweet. Where was it? That ain't it. That ain't it. It was down further. There. This picture right here, you may have not have seen. But that's... I don't know if I put that in another video or not, but that is sweet looking too. I definitely put a like on that one. So you're seeing that it just looks totally different because the trees are there, and I really want to know what's going on down there. Like, way down that side, I want to know. Because I haven't seen any pictures down by the hump. Now, mind you, there's a lot of tracks, and maybe it's a boring area, I don't know, but I'm just curious. Has that part changed? Woo! Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. But there, you know, some cool looking stuff. Whee! Okay, we've been all through that. So, nothing's changed tonight by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this now. Yeah, we're gonna go get a drink and a last snack for the night, and then call it for now. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, and hear me blab and blah. And you know, feel free to comment or go onto the Wikia or whatever. And if there's anybody that I've offended or got issues with or whatever, you guys can reach out to me. I don't care. I'd rather settle any petty differences or whatever. My whole thing about bringing up some of the negativity is I want to deal with the negativity because it really needs to be dealt with. It's one thing being negative about the team and all that. You know, if you want to be, if you're not happy, yeah, okay, it's great to say that you're not happy, but I want to deal with what's real going on, not what's, you know, stuff to just say, oh, you know, they're not doing this and they're not doing that, because then I'm going to defend the team, and then we're going to have a discussion about it, because I'm going to defend them, because I've been on both sides. So, but anyways, enough of my blabbing. I've had enough. My throat has had enough. And as far as the prick teases go, I've had enough of that too. Like, come on, how many times do I got to refresh the damn thing? And then nothing's going on. I know damn well they're probably beta testing right now too. 10.17. I don't think they're releasing it tonight. Have they released it at this time at night? Back in the days, I'm trying to remember when I was they used to beta test on my own server before we brought California. And for some reason, I thought they released it one night around this time. So I was kind of hoping, but I'd given up. I got a little bit less time, a little more time, do something else. My laundry's going. That's all I have to concentrate on tonight. I'll probably go on YouTube for 45 minutes. Ooh, ah. But anyways, so that's it. I'm done. See you. I'll leave my YouTube open. I'll check that. And you got any comments, questions, or whatever, you know what to do. Talk to you well.